we realized very early on that you cannot do everything alone. You need different competences to run a successful business, and we found this in each other.
Without my brother, I would have been bankrupt after 6 months. I'm an engineer and I love engineering. That means sometimes you are more focused on technological results than on profit margins.
I could never imagine not being in the family business, because it was always there, and it was something that comes natural to me.
We started to run our own rental company, but we were not happy with the equipment on the market at that time. After finishing my diploma thesis in bus horn design, I was totally convinced that I could do this better. After some gigs with our own equipment, more and more people asked us if we could also produce some of these, at that time, Stamer cabinets. After a while, we realized that there was a serious demand.
We think it's very important for us because it keeps us independent. We can always do what we think is best for our customers and our company without any further compromises of financial market. Maybe that's not always a fashionable way, but that's the way if you work with your own money. And we do this now for almost 40 years.
Well, we are certainly not the biggest employer in this region, but we are the loudest. More than 70% of the people working here, there are active musicians or audio engineers. The passion for music and the joy of creating new technologies, what keeps the people here, or the group here together. And so we bring kind of the glamour of our industry with all the artists and the music festivals and so on to our region, and which gives us a lot of sympathy and support from local and regional authorities.
Sometimes we feel like a startup, a 40-year-old startup company who's driven on value, make customer happy before everything else. But the next step is, as I said, to find the right price for it. That's the second step, not the first.
Don't look too much to your competitors, because then you are only a follower. Listen to the customers. Take their needs seriously, but not too literally. Because then you will get only faster horses.
It is definitely one of our strengths, and at the same time there has always been a second branch, or you could say two other branches of the company. In the live audio business there has been R-Series, Cohedra, now Cosmo, or Contour Series. So working in both audio segments is very special to this company. We've done this all our lives. We started with audio at the time where there was only audio. Then came the separation, and we stayed with audio in general. But working in both segments helps us, on the one hand, to widen our technological know-how over the years, and on the other hand also to finance the research and the development of all our activities here. So balancing between these two markets has been a challenge, but at the same time the biggest, well, I think the root of the success for HK Audio.
Production has always been the most important driver of our success. Our philosophy is to be in control of everything regarding quality, timing, and cost. This helps to be a reliable and flexible partner for our customers. Developing and manufacturing here in St. Wendel, Germany, is a central part of our identity. I live here, I'm born here, and so on. From what we learned over the last almost 40 years, there is no other place in the world where can create made in Germany quality better as here.
Made in Germany is part of our identity, and to me, made in Germany, I think it means might mean more than for a lot of people in the world, because I know the people working here. I know these people sometimes for more than 30 years, or more than they're older than, or they're longer here than I am in the company. So made in Germany, for me, is always connected with the people working here, doing the best efforts every day to make the best results for the customers out there.
I think the QX4 was for us a breaker. It breaks a cell from national to international, and it breaks also from it also switches our thinking. We non-industrial thinking are industrial thinking, and Lothar likes, and that was a conversation between both of us. Lothar said, I like production. Let's do it that way.
On the one hand, being very sturdy in fulfilling or following your vision, but on the other hand, being patient enough to give other people the chance to come closer to your vision, come closer to your ideas, and digest what you were just thinking, because sometimes you don't realize that you were thinking about this now for hours and hours and hours, and others were just introduced to it 5 minutes ago. So that's one of the things. You know the story of the crystal ball. So I don't have it, but in the end, I could say in 5 years we are all rich and famous. We are on a world domination tour, but at the end of the day, what really matters to us is that we as a company, first we want to keep what we are, our culture, keeping our company culture, because that's the basis for everything that we've done in the past and that we're going to do in the future. It's not a question in the end of size, it's more a question of shaping, maybe sometimes also shaking the market. This is what we really want to do, is our main goal. We want to be one of the companies that can actively influence the market with our ideas, with our technology. And if we can do this, no matter what size it is, then we're happy.